Hello and welcome to my Meet the Teacher video. My name is Megan House and I will be teaching Professional Communications, Leadworthy, Debate 1 through 4, and I will be coaching girls wrestling this year. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a teacher introduction and let you know a little bit about who I am and what my background is. So again, my name is Megan House. I graduated from UNT with a bachelor's degree in Communication Studies and Secondary Education. This will actually be my 6th year teaching and my 5th year here at Azle. Before I came to Azle, I was a long-term substitute teacher for Marcus High School, and I taught the debate class there. And then I went on for my first official year teaching kindergarten through 5th grade theater at the International Leadership of Texas. I teach Professional Communications, Leadworthy, and Debate 1 through 4, and I'm the head coach for the girls wrestling team and also the Azle's speech and debate team as well. So for normal Meet the Teacher nights, I will have a lovely little brochure just like the one that you see here, where it kind of tells you a little bit about me. I'm actually very passionate about communication, and I actually believe that this class is one of the most important classes that a student can take, if not the most important. For we all know that communication classes and debate classes help us out very much in real world situations. Obviously, you have to communicate and be able to communicate with anybody that you come into contact with. So I think that my class is one of the most important classes that any student can take. I strive to make learning fun for my students, and I try to spread my enthusiasm for learning every single day. Some fun facts about myself is that I have a very strange obsession for turtles. I'm 29 years old, and I have 2 dogs named Atlas and Rowdy. My goal this year is to make each student comfortable communicating in any situation, whether it's public speaking, speaking in large groups, or just speaking one-on-one with one person. So for some expectations that I have for my students, at the beginning of the year, I tell all of my students that their cell phones must be put away in our phone home each day. I do not allow phones to be out during my class because we all know that students are a lot better at communicating over the phone and that they might need to work a little bit more on their face-to-face interaction with everybody. So we just put our cell phones away for that. I also want headphones to be put away unless I give them permission to have them. All work is going to be turned in on Canvas, and I'll show you how my Canvas page works in just a little bit, unless they're otherwise told, or if they need to do paper assignments instead. Late assignments will actually be accepted this year. Normally I never accept late assignments, but I'm only accepting late assignments for a 3-week period. So whatever assignments we do within a 3-week period, they have to be done by the end of that 3-week period. Any assignments not turned in during the 3-week period, they will be assigned a 0 and they will not be able to make that grade up. All late work will be submitted to the following email address, which is mhouse@g.azleisd.net. So students have to use their school email to send work here, otherwise I will not get it because the school blocks personal emails from this to this email address. So make sure that they are using their school issued email address to submit their late work to me. All students must work to present speeches to the class. If they are apprehensive, I will actually work on goal setting for them to improve their public speaking skills. However, I strongly discourage exemptions from speeches because we're working to get their communication skills just a little bit better, and they cannot do that if they just avoid giving speeches altogether. Debate students are strongly encouraged to attend at least one speech and debate competition, and they will get credit if they do so. I do offer a lot of extra credit opportunities, so students are able to do extra credit. They can use this extra credit or save it for a rainy day. Students may only use extra credit on assignments that they have already turned in, so any work that they are missing, they cannot use their extra credit on it. They have to use extra credit on work that's already turned in. Students can earn extra credit during presentations as well. They can earn extra credit when a sub is present, or they can do extra credit assignments for each 9-week period. And extra credit is posted on my Canvas page as well, and again, I will show you that a little bit later on in this video. As far as parent information and parent expectations, I do strongly encourage students to be advocates for themselves. Again, this helps them learn to communicate and problem solve with me. So if your child has a problem in class, please encourage them to reach out to me. But if the problem continues, I would love for us to solve the problem together and communicate with each other as well. I do offer tutorials every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. I do believe that the late bus, the tutoring bus, goes until 4:30, so if they need to get let out by 4:30, they can do that. However, I do ask that students schedule their tutorials first with me. That way I know when they are coming and I know that they're going to be there. So next we're going to talk about my Canvas page in our virtual classroom, and we're just going to kind of walk through how my Canvas page works for students. So here is Canvas for us, and if they're in their professional communications or if they're in my debate class, it kind of works hand in hand, and then LeadWorthy is the same as well. So we're just going to take a gander at professional communications. And all of my classes are set up the same exact way. So whether or not they're in my debate class, they're in my LeadWorthy class, or professional communications class, this will all work for them the same way. So this is the home page, and you'll see that I have kind of a virtual classroom for them here. This is where we have extra credit opportunities that I was speaking about earlier. So if they click on this little link that offers the extra credit possibilities that they can earn, so these are all the assignments that they can find. On this little star, they can go ahead and find any extra credit points that they have already earned. Here is how to turn in assignments for me, because some students have a little bit of a hard time turning in assignments, so they can click on this and literally watch my nice little video here that tells them how to turn in their assignments. Okay, I have my nice little Meet the Teacher here as well, so you'll see this video and my PowerPoint right here for the Meet the Teacher, our speech formats. Here they can actually email me straight from this nice little logo right here. But let's get into like the bigger things. So we have, again, we're going to use ProfComm. Okay, so on these little buttons that I have on my whiteboard in my virtual classroom, if you click on these buttons, it'll actually take you to our weekly agendas, which will tell you everything that you need to know as far as what it is we're going to be doing that day. So, for instance, let's say it's week 6, so this is what we're going to be doing on week 6. They'll have links to, this week we're watching a video, so they'll be able to pull up that video and watch it on YouTube, and then they'll have notes, and they can click on this and it'll take us directly to our notes. So they just click on these, and then they'll be able to access all of these assignments straight from this page. Now I do make them take a planner as a warm-up every single day, so they do see this every single day on the board, and they write down what it is that we're doing every day, as well as what is due every Friday for them. I also have this little Help Me button that they can click, and they can go to helpful resources. So, and again, you'll see our debate syllabus, our ProfComm and LeadWorthy syllabus. Again, extra credit pops back up, and then our speech format that we use for all of our speeches. So they have a lot of different areas where they can look to find these things for themselves. So that's how my home page works as far as Canvas goes. However, let's say they don't like the weekly agenda and they don't care for it. They don't feel like clicking all those different buttons or anything like that. So what they could do instead is they could just go to the modules section of Canvas, and I will break down, so again we're on week 6. I'll add in that daily agenda for them as well so they can see that what we just saw on the screen. But if they prefer this way, I break it down every single day what it is we're doing, so they can look at week 6 and say, okay, what are we doing on Monday? Oh, we're watching that movie and we're continuing on with our Secrets of Body Language notes. Okay. And then they'll see Tuesday, oh, we're doing a Mafia game. Wednesday, we'll have a lecture and some notes. Thursday, here's all of our Thursday speeches that we need to get ready for. So that's how Canvas will work on there as well. And really, those are the only 2 things they need to know as far as Canvas goes. They can email me through here too, so they can click on this little inbox and just type in my name and email me as well through there. So if they have late assignments they want to turn in there, they can do that. I prefer them to email me at that g.azelisd because it's a lot easier for me to see when I get emailed that than it is here in Canvas. So it might take me a little bit of extra time to see that they've been turning something in there. But overall, that's how our Canvas page is going to work. So let's go ahead and click out of that. Some apps that we're going to use in our class, we're definitely going to be using Canvas. We'll use Google Drive constantly as well. They save all of their work to their Google Drive. We will be using YouTube videos as well, our Google Meets. Now, Google Meet will only happen if we have to go back to virtual learning, which hopefully we will not have to do. And then for my debate class, we will be using Prepped-In as an app as well. Alright, so let's talk about our course syllabus and expectations. Again, I've kind of already gone over expectations and what all will happen. Here's what our professional communications and lead-worthy syllabus looks like. The students got this on the very first day of school, and they had to sign it as well. But it goes over our classroom rules, what would happen if they weren't to put their phone in the phone home, the grading policy, our makeup work, extra credit and late work, participation, what materials they need. It's all on here on this nice little syllabus, as well as our Remind 101 app code that they need to be a part of. We also have our debate syllabus on here. It looks very similar to the professional communications. Really the only thing that changes is what materials they're going to need and the course objective as well. And again, we have our extra credit opportunities. You can view my website as well, and you'll see here's the Meet the Teacher, what we're doing right now, all of my information, the virtual classroom. So parents, if you wanted to access the virtual classroom, you can just straight from my website. Then we have our syllabus here, everything you need to know about the professional communications class, debate team, and girls wrestling. Still in the process of updating all of these pages and making them work correctly, so they should be up and running very, very soon. So let's talk about our grading policies. This year we changed to a 9-week grading period. Our daily grades are going to be worth 60%, and I have to give a minimum of 12 grades. And then major grades or assessments are going to be 40%, and we have to give a minimum of 3 grades for that. If I give more than 12 daily grades, I will drop any of the extra ones that we do. That way they can have, a couple of grades where they don't have to worry so much about it affecting their overall grade. Makeup work, assignments or tests will be made available to students after any absence. All makeup work will be completed and turned in during a period not to exceed the number of days of consecutive absence. So if they are absent for a certain period of days, they have exactly that many days to make up their work. Exceptions to this provision may be granted due to extenuating circumstances as determined by the teacher and/or the principal. The student will be responsible for obtaining and completing the makeup assignments in a satisfactory manner within the allotted amount of time. However, if you do remember, I do have that daily agendas that students can look at, so even when they're gone, they can see what it is that they are missing. Late work is eligible to be accepted until the end of each 3-week period, just like I stated before. The maximum grade a student can receive for late work is going to be an 80, but then again, you can bring that extra credit opportunities in and they can raise that 80 up to a 100 just by completing that extra credit. Here's the best way to communicate with me. I do like to communicate via email with both students and parents, and I try to get back as soon as I can. Parents, I ask that you email me through mhouse@azolisd.net, and then students, if they could just email me through mhouse@g.azolisd.net. The reason why I have you emailing in 2 separate places is because, if a parent emails me, I want it to go to my main email, because normally if a parent is emailing me, there's some kind of problem that we need to work together to solve. So, and then students, they normally email me and I look through that when they're emailing me their late assignments. My conference period is from 2:25 to 3:10, and then I do use the Remind 101 app. The codes for Remind 101 are on our syllabus, which you can find on this website. And then we do have, sometimes I'll post on Canvas announcements, but usually when I post something, it's going to be on Remind 101. And just to wrap it all up, I would like you all to know that I am here to help my students. I do not like it when they suffer in silence. As we all know, I'm the communication teacher, so if they do have a problem, I highly suggest they communicate that with me and advocate for themselves. So let me know if you or your child needs help, and I will work with them tirelessly until they become successful, because we all want them to be successful communicators. And that is it. That is all about me. So I look forward to a great year with you and your child.